Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm feeling pretty good today, man. So today, if you guys would have seen the last video, you saw that I was working on cutting out the old passenger side seat rail because I had a new slash old, or let's say an old slash new seat rail cut out. Ended up getting rid of all the spot welds, and now I can spray the bottom of the passenger floor. Goddamn mosquitoes. I could spray the bottom of the floor, and then we could hopefully start to weld the new piece in. So this is what it was last time. I went ahead and I'm gonna have to sand a little bit more because I still see some ugliness there, but sanded that down, sprayed some of the rust stabilizer on it. Same on this whole section here. We got to fix that. So I sprayed this as well with the rust neutralizer, but like I just mentioned, we're gonna have to fix this hole. So luckily, from the piece that I cut out the new rail, I still have a nice piece of metal that obviously I can cut out a little section, cut out a section there, and then weld it together. Let me get this out the way again. I am not a professional welder. I literally am just learning as I go. So if I do something wrong, if I do it incorrectly, don't roast me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong and how I can improve. So like I said, I got this piece. Try to fit it and see how it is, how it fits, if it fits correctly. Honestly, I don't remember if it was this way. Oh, it's this way. There we go. So if you guys remember last time, what I was saying was I didn't want to grind the spot welds all the way down flat because I wanted to have some type of template as to where I needed to put the next one. So I started test fitting this little spot here. Last time I wasn't able to get the spot weld completely off, so I'm gonna just take my grinder and grind that down, and then the rest pretty much fit where I need it to fit. Once I do the test fitting, then I'm gonna go ahead and try to measure out and cut out a small little section of that hole, cut out a section of that, spot weld it, do some test fitting, and then go from there. So let me go and grab my grinder and let's get to work. Went ahead and grinded that down. I'm gonna go ahead and place this and see what kind of fitment we have. So it looks like we're set there. Looks like we're set there. And it looks like we are pretty set now everywhere. They line up pretty good. I might have to just tap, like once I drill one side, once I weld one side, I might have to drill a little bit on another. I might have to tap on another with a hammer to kind of like bend it slightly down. But for the most part, it is sitting correctly. You can see I went ahead and primered that. I took the grinder wheel again. I might have to do it just some more just because my OCD is killing me. But that is now primed, rust free, because like I said before, I sprayed the neutralizer, and now I just went ahead with the wire wheel, did some more, primed it. That should be good to go, but I may clean it up some more just to clean it up more. Here, you guys already know the deal. I did take the hammer and I had to knock on a couple parts just to bring it down a little bit. So now I'm gonna go ahead and wire wheel all of this, spray it one more time with the neutralizer. After I do that, then I'm gonna spray the primer, let the primer. So the primer that I bought, hold on, primer that I bought is supposed to be a, I guess you could say like a weldable primer. You spray it, it's primer, and I guess it has some type of like zinc in it. or some type of metal that you can weld with it. This is it right here, what I bought. Galvanized coating, spray weld through primer. Supposed to be able to spray it, let it dry, weld right through the primer so that the bottom half is also sealed and primed, so that you don't have the top plate, the top part of whatever you're going to welded, painted nice and pretty, and then underneath you still have bare metal. So that's supposed to let us spray it and prime as well. So let's get to it. Wire wheeling is done. Time for some primer. Now obviously that part I am cutting out, all right? I am going to cut that out, but I still want to spray the primer on everything. To clean out spray cans, am I the only one that after I finish spraying, I turn it upside down, spray again to kind of like clean it out, if that makes any sense? I heard that a long time ago. I don't know if it's really true, if it really works, but that's what I do. Let me know if you guys do it. Fellas, look at the difference already with, even though it's blue, with a seat rail that is not cooked and rusty. I'm gonna fix it. But I mean, look, to y'all it may not seem too like a lot, but to me this is freaking milestone right here, guys, for real. Let's fix that hole. Went ahead and cut as decent as of a rectangle as I can. Brought it over to here, to the piece that I have, and I try to match the best possible, because it's not a flat piece. So I tried to match the best possible stencil, the best possible spot to get the exact same curvature as the rest. So this actually, if you see that spot weld right there, zoom in, come on, there we go. That guy is actually that second one. So it would sit kind of like so in the car originally, but obviously that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to scoot this back a little because it still has the same curvature, and that's what I'm going to cut. So I'm going to take a marker, cut that rectangle out, and then test fit it. One small piece of advice: always cut bigger than what you need, because you can always take a little bit more away, but you can't put back more unless you want to get into some real, like, I gotta weld an extra piece on and all that good stuff. So always cut a little bit bigger than what you need. Bam, 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 bam. So it fits good enough to where I can work with what is there. Spot weld, spot weld, spot weld, spot weld. I could go ahead and weld all the way around it, and then when I get to here, you see that little lip, boop. Once I weld all of this area, then with a hammer I can tap this down to match that little curve down there. So I'm happy with it. I'm good with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grind the edges now of the new piece, and then I'm gonna also grind the seat rail edges and then spray them with the sandable primer. Hit it with the wire wheel. Some spots it was a little bit harder to get to just because of the size of the wire wheel. So what I ended up doing was just grabbing my Dremel, getting a little grinder bit on it, and going into the spots like this one here. I got into the itty bitty corners where I couldn't with the regular wire wheel. So now I'll just spray this down with the weldable primer. Let that sit. I already did the other piece. Where you at? I already did the other piece, so I'll go ahead and spray that as well with the weldable primer. Let it sit, and then we will be ready to weld. We got the pieces over here drying. Whoop. Rail, little piece that we have to weld. Got that drying. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, and that's probably gonna be the end of it for today, fellas. Before I say goodbye though, shout out to Natalie, man. Y'all can see what that says, in Flacco we trust. And then on this side, talk to me nice. We got the 561 AutoWorks logo. Big thank you, big thank you to Natalie, my fiance, for giving me that gift on my birthday. Super fresh, man. Dope. Maybe one day I'll make a couple of them and sell them, or hand them out, give them out. As always, guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's little progress on the CRX. Till next time, hopefully we could finally actually get to weld, and, you know, move on from that. So thank you guys as always for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. Y'all know the vibes, man. Chase the dream, not the competition, guys. Peace.